Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Ending Podcast. My name is Boombox, and I am joined here by Repteal.
Hello.
And we have a special guest here, back from the depths of CC Hell. We have Preston, a.k.a. Awoke, a.k.a. Paragon, a.k.a.
Just whatever,
The
impressive.
Brick 621. Do you want your
That-
YouTube linked in there?
No, yeah, actually, yeah.
Preston,
That's how you guys will get
a.k.a.
views.
that dude who literally jacked over the first episode of
Yeah.
the CC
Yeah,
podcast.
We'll
We'll
man
talk
who
about
killed
that, I
us.
guess. I guess we
The
can.
man who killed us. Also, no Hodo, because he's dead. Actually, he's
Yes,
just
no
playing
Hodo.
PUBG.
He's playing PUBG right now,
He's
and
actually
he's
gay,
like, yeah, no, just
and
go.
it's his cover-up.
He
He's
actually
homosexual.
is a homosexual. Speaking of that,
He's a
segue.
hodosexual
No, we're not going to segue off that.
that was Reptile. You should feel bad about that, but okay.
I should not feel bad. I should feel comfortable in my own skin.
Wait, what?
Okay. Anyways, so yes, Preston is back as a guest.
Good old Preston Garvey.
I'm not black, nor am I in Fallout. Come on.
So, yeah, no, you wanna be the one to explain the history and how it all came to be that you've decided to return as a
The
guest.
birth of this podcast.
What do you mean a guest? You're funny. So basically, I was meant to be a part of the podcast. We were going to have a 4-person podcast. And then I was like, hey, you know what, guys? I want to try out Ubuntu. So I formatted my hard drive into Linux
I
and deleted
forgot
my
about
audio
this.
file to the first
Yeah.
episode we recorded. And then they just screwed me over and kicked me out. So yeah.
We just left you.
Screwed you over. No,
Yes.
it was kind of rightfully so because you did.
It doesn't matter,
You
I'm back.
did just like kind of screw us
Nope,
over.
I'm back.
Like you didn't.
I'm
No.
staying.
Like
This is
you're-
my
you're from
podcast.
our-
I'm taking it over.
No, actually, Preston, you are not. I am the owner of this Discord. He will not get started. which
Everything
is-
can
Should
be
moved to
negotiated.
mine,
I will
but
pay you
whatever.
$11
No one's
in
gonna join
YouTube
your
ad
Discord.
revenue.
Boombox.
Actually, I've had plenty of people join, and a lot of them have stayed.
I
XD.
think it's just a dead Discord, though.
I still have to do a little fixing up. But remember, Jack, I have this thing called a life. I do work full time.
Damn,
So
I hate those.
yeah,
What are
only
you
only
doing
an
talking
adult
to
would
a couple
understand.
16-year-olds?
Yeah.
Oh
You-
my
instead of
god,
you
taking-
just said
hilarious.
yeah.
I just
You
realized.
agreed.
I just realized this is just a 20-year-old talking to 16.
Yeah.
Oh, poor you. Hodo's not here.
Oh, the pedophile allegations are rolling in now. Oh well.
Nonce alert. I'm gonna get you on a nonce patrol.
Can we make like a
YouTubers
nonce cap
against
similar to like a
nonces.
dunce cap, but just for
Oh,
I'm
Boombox?
gonna
God.
put you on YouTubers against nonces.
No, good. Oh dear God, here we go.
Mhm.
So yeah, no. Anyways, so technically, how it panned out, there, my boy, is that we did the podcast and we didn't hear from you for like what, almost 4 weeks, and then you decide to come out and say, "Oh yeah, I formatted my hard drive. I'm so totally
Yeah, we were
sorry
waiting
about
for you
that."
for so long.
Hey,
Yeah.
look at it on the bright side. I learned how to Linux, so...
But why didn't you just use a virtual machine?
Yeah,
Hey,
I mean,
I might
Why
be
didn't
smart.
you use a virtual? That was
I
what
didn't
was
say I was that smart, okay?
It's not. It's not a hard thing to
well,
do.
that was kind of obvious there, Preston.
You just use a virtual machine. It's the most obvious thing.
Okay,
You want to know
we're-
how to use something?
Hmm.
Virtual machine.
Hey, Jack.
Yep.
You know what's better than a virtual machine? An actual machine. Speaking of which, how long did it take you to make your new PC there?
6 hours in total.
With me helping every step of the way on Skype?
You only helped for 4 hours. Thanks.
Only 4 hours of the 1 hour
Only
PC
4
build. This
6
boy, it took us 45 minutes for him to find a graphics card power cable that went into his power supply. And that's not
Well, I
an
mean-
exaggeration.
I'm not
I mean,
kidding.
like,
Because
his power supply unit was like fully modular, right?
No, semi-modular.
Semi-modular. So like all the cables that are needed should have been already in there. Like why were you having this much troubles?
He had to pick
Reptile?
between 4 cables. There were 4 that were modular.
Mhm.
This hurts. This hurts thinking about it. Okay.
Hey, Jack's a good
Also,
PC
kind
builder.
of on that on this similar topic of PCs, AMD Threadripper has come out and Vega is soon to come.
Oh boy.
Oh baby, I'm happy.
Dude,
Hello.
Vega is going to be the shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. That
Oh.
just peaked so hard on the mic. I'm so sorry.
Great. Thanks for
Wow, dude,
making
I'm
me have to
totally
do
It's
more
hard
work
in my
now.
throat. Feels
Dude,
like
you're
I'm
so
eating
hot.
a
I'm gonna
dick.
gleek all over you. I'm gonna
Oh.
gleek you, bro.
Dude, I'm
Dude,
gonna
that-
gleek
no.
you.
Hey, yo, bro. I'm gonna gleek you.
Dude, just don't gleek my wiener.
Don't gleek my penis, bro. I'm
Dude,
gonna
get
gleek
glunked
your
on.
gleek. Bro, I'm gonna gleek your gleek.
And here I'm being accused as the pedophile when I literally
Gleek my
have
gleek.
2
Dude, I'm gonna
kids
gleek all over that 7-year-old.
Bro,
that are just
totally
being
gonna gleek you. You
complete and utter queers.
Dude.
Come
Speaking
on,
of queers.
dude.
Today I watched Dora. They showed me how to gleek in Spanish. El glico.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Why did Dora
Oh,
suddenly
God.
turn into like a hooker that's like addicted to drugs on the street?
Yo, it's Dora the Explorer.
That's like,
Yo, my name's
Lilith's-
Dora. What's up?
Lilith's
This is my
hooker Minnie
nigga
Mouse.
Boots.
At Delusia _ on Twitter.com hooker Minnie Mouse.
Oh,
There
why
you go,
are we
Lilith,
gonna
love you.
bring this up?
Uh,
Anyways, so trying not to derail too much, you fucking children. The Threadripper so far is actually looking like the most valid option for any sort of content creator. To be fair,
Oh yeah.
like for me, after seeing the price point for Threadripper and then seeing theoretical price points for Vega and all that, like it's official. I'm pretty much just holding out for Vega to come out, and then I'm just gonna go back to doing a straight up overkill PC once I get everything all sorted out.
My question for AMD is they've fixed problems that Intel hasn't been able to fix, but at the same time are missing out on like the biggest market that they can. So they have Ryzen 3, 5, and 7 focused towards streaming games, which is really good with all of the threads, I think, is what goes into it. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember.
Core
It was
/thread.
I think it was cores, actually. That's what I meant to say. And then Threadripper
Yeah.
is amazing for content creation, but for gaming on both, it's good, but not nearly as good as what Intel does. So I feel like...
my CPU.
No, you did not,
Well,
Jack.
I did.
Well, okay, so I think 3 and 5 are more geared for the legit gamers, like
You
your
did not, Jack.
your Ryzen 5s are probably more geared towards the interim between content creation / streaming and gaming because of the core counts. And then like your Ryzen 7 is straight up streaming or content creation, and then Threadripper is like your full on content creation, like heavy
Yeah.
workloads and all that other stuff, virtual machines, you name it.
Bro, I only know how to build PCs. I don't know how to do this Linus Tactics.
I think I just heard a gunshot outside of my window. I'm not gonna lie.
I heard. Okay.
I don't know if that got
so
picked up on the mic.
One night I heard a gunshot outside, and I was so scared, and I heard someone downstairs like a few minutes afterwards, right? And I was just genuinely terrified. I wanted to die, and I was so scared that I hid in my closet for like 10 minutes talking to Lilith at Delusia _ on Twitter.com, and
Stop.
I was so terrified, and I eventually went outside and army crawled over to look down, like down my stairs,
Was it
and
your
I
cat?
didn't see anyone. Right? So I went and hid in the bathroom, and the bathroom is connected to Madeline's room, like the wall is, and I heard her cough, and I was like, oh, it's probably her downstairs. And then the next day, I was still scared about the gunshot, and the next day I was like, oh, it's 4th of July.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Repteal.
How did you... Oh.
How do you exist in this world?
I don't know.
That's what baffles me, boyo.
Just gonna sip my coffee.
I have just been given a message. It's a message from
I-
God. I've been
No.
given a message from God.
No.
Hodosam told me to tell Preston he's gay.
No, he did
Well-
not. Did he really?
He did.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, like, he isn't.
Also,
he
he
isn't
told me to
wrong.
call Boombox Linus Tech Tips.
Thank
Oh
you.
god, I
actually
feel
kinda
like
take that as a
Boombox would
compliment.
want like a channel, but it would be called like Mitch's Electronic Help.
What?
You just can't be Linus Tech Tip, so Mitch's Electronic Help at a store near you.
I should make
Mitch's
a channel
Electronic
just named that, and I
Help.
just do really shitty tech reviews and.
Hello,
tips
my
and all
name
that.
Mitch. I make electronic video.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of Spoonful of Sugar Podcast.
Either that or I could be like so racy and just decide that I'm going like, oh hey, I'll just throw on the hijab and put on a really shitty
You should just be
Saudi
like
Arabian
ultra
accent
edgy
and
about
just do
everything.
that.
I like being edgy.
Hello,
edgy
and
is
welcome
my game.
to
Edgy is my aim. Ma.
Hello, Chaim.
Oh my god.
Yo, how do I slide hop in Breath of the Wild?
I
You
don't-
playing Breath of the Wild right now?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, to be
Wait.
fair, I also am.
Well, speaking of Breath of the Wild, let's talk a little bit about Zelda since you two nonces are having your fun in Zelda's Breath of the Wild.
I'm currently trying to 100%
Breath of the
complete
Wild.
it. Earlier today, I got all 120 shrines, and now I'm trying to upgrade all armor. I might go for
Jack
Korok
just started
seeds.
today.
I think I was like at 115 shrines, and then I just kind of stopped playing the game because like life, and I just kind of got bored of
I
games
didn't know you
in
had a
general.
Switch.
No, I don't have a Switch. I have it for the Wii U. and
Oh, yeah. I
yeah.
forgot.
Remember, it did a double release for
Yeah, I
Wii
actually
U
beat it
and
once
Switch.
on the Wii U before I got the Switch. I forgot.
Yeah.
I obtained that game on the Wii U 100% legally. Through no modding or exploit means.
You do realize I'm calling bullshit on that right now? boy?
Well, I
We're
said
gonna
it,
get
so
copyright
that's
strikes by Nintendo anyway, so we might as well just.
we already
we
got
might as well
copyright
just-
strike for saying the word Switch.
for
I'm
saying
like,
the
hey,
word
I'm a,
Zelda.
I scored. I am a Switch on BDSM test, and they're like,
Yeah.
I don't think that's something
Yeah.
you want to say aloud on the podcast, Jack.
Nah.
but that's not true though.
What?
Anyways, so like, why in our notes list do we have Zelda good just kind of haphazardly
'Cause it's
thrown in?
good.
You know what? Jack put that, so you can blame him.
Jack, really? God damn it! You know,
It's
we had
good.
this conversation probably like 3 episodes ago or something like that, and you had more than enough opportunity to say something about it. But no, now you just decide that I'm gonna get a Switch. I'm gonna get Breath of the Wild because la di da di da. I'm gonna just throw randomly in this fucking notes list that hey, Zelda good, despite that already being kind of a known fact.
Bro,
Zelda's been
Breath
good.
of the Wild,
like,
good. I know it scored like perfect scores and everything, but it's good. man.
Honestly, I kind of think it deserves all of the scores.
Okay, so
Minus, like, I could nitpick real hard on, like, very few things, but I have to nitpick, like I just said.
yeah, nitpicking, agreed. There is a lot of nitpicking that could happen in there, and like, in my opinion, it is a really good game. It does do justice to the hype, but even then, I think there was just a little bit more that could have been gotten out of that. But
I think we could have moving penises.
like,
Okay, honestly, the two things that I think are the dumbest about this game is for beating all 120 shrines, you get the Tunic of the Wild and the whole Wild armor set.
yeah,
But then you beat all the shrines, so you have kind of not much to do with it, and it's not even like an amazing armor set. You can go buy the soldier's armor set in the Hatino village shop for like not even that much, and it has
Yeah.
pretty much the same stats minus the Master Sword ability, which isn't even that great either.
yeah.
So I think it should have been obtainable earlier on. That, and when raining happens, I wouldn't say don't take out rain or the slipping or anything, but when you slip, when you fall, you actually lose more stamina. So it's just too much stamina being lost, I think. I don't know. I think that could be fixed in like a patch, but
like, and on top of that, like your frame rate issues, like both Wii U and Switch.
oh, Wii U has 10,000 times more frame rate issues than the Switch one. The Switch actually
Yeah.
optimized it way better
No, I know
it's
that.
a little bit more laggy on TV than
due to upscaling.
Oh yeah.
Other
That
than
was
that,
awful.
I haven't really been getting any more problems from it.
Great game.
Like,
Good game,
and
good
it,
game, good boy.
like the number one thing that people complained about in terms of frame rate issues is in like the opening sequence where you're leaving the cave.
Yeah, that happens.
That happens no matter what, and I don't think I think Nintendo knows, but they can't do anything about it, which is kind of frustrating.
I would honestly rather have it lag there though than not have that, because it's kind of nice.
I would much prefer if they absolutely needed to, like, cut back a little bit on maybe their graphics, like, just ever so slightly, just to get it to be that solid 30. Because, like, I could really care less if it was, if it was like the most beautiful game in the world, just so long as the frame rates are stable. Because that's been my issue. Is like any games that I play that have an unstable frame rate are just always crappy. Like I always just kind of see them as crappy, but that's just kind of coming from the whole frame rate horror perspective, I guess. But so. Okay, moving away from the whole Zelda thing, but still remaining on Nintendo's topic, let's talk about the lack of games in the library of the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, boy, yo. So, yeah, I have Breath of the Wild for this, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Breath of the Wild.
All the other good games you can get on the Wii U, if you don't already, and if you own a Wii U, then it's pointless because you've already had them, like Mario Kart 8.
What,
I never bought
what about like Splatoon and Binding of Isaac Afterbirth for the Nintendo Switch?
Splatoon 2 is basically Splatoon 1 with a couple new maps and some new weapons, from what I've heard. So I'm like, why not just add DLC? And then Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's literally just Mario Kart 8 with all the DLC and 2 new characters. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, no, I get it. And, like, any of the really solid games that are going to be coming out are going to be coming out in the holiday, around all holiday time. Now, of course, the one thing that's got me really interested, Metroid Prime 4.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that was coming out.
Yeah, I already pre-ordered Metroid Samus Returns for the 3DS, so I'm
and then they
super
have
happy.
DLC. They literally have DLC on an amiibo.
What?
What are you talking about?
Metroid are gonna have DLC on an amiibo. You're gonna have to buy the amiibo.
I mean, Breath of the Wild kind of has that with all of the different armor sets. If you want to truly collect everything, you have to have all the.
Well, no. Here's
Zelda
the thing:
amiibos.
it's an entire game mode. It's another difficulty.
Okay.
Huh.
Like which amiibo specifically? Is it the Metroid?
It's gonna be some Metroid amiibo.
Okay.
But it's it's just gonna get really rare.
Yeah.
Well, actually, in recent news, since Breath of the Wild came out, people have realized that, like, you can buy NFC cards or NFC tags, or some people will actually make blank amiibo, like, plates with a blank amiibo NFC or chip in there that's rewritable. As long as you have an Android phone or something that connects to your computer as an NFC writer, you can download amiibo files, put them on this chip or card or whatever tag you have, and then place it on the Switch or the Wii U, and it'll completely mimic the amiibo.
Yeah.
That's gross.
I mean,
that's actually super.
It's
efficient.
much cheaper. And it's very illegal.
Yeah,
I was gonna say it's a good cheap. It's also pirating.
The thing is that you could buy the NFC chips directly from Nintendo, because if you're a software developer and whatnot, you can actually purchase NFC chips from their.
Oh, you don't even need to do that. You can go on eBay and it's like $2 or $3. You can buy an NFC tag.
Yeah. But like you want something that's like Nintendo ordained or something like that. Yeah, it's probably like maybe $5 per chip or something like that.
I've actually been on Etsy, and people will make plastic laminated cards with a really nice image of all of the amiibo characters. And for all of the Zelda amiibo, so you can get all the DLC for Breath of the Wild, $20. You get like 6 or 8 amiibo cards or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
I just like the idea of having amiibo. I didn't have a Wii U, so I never got to use amiibos.
I will always own my Wii U. In fact, I think there was like a couple nights ago I decided to speedrun Metroid Fusion on my Wii U. I will say it right now, it's not as fun speedrunning on a Wii U because of the gamepad, but like it's still a lot of fun to do it no matter what. And I also learned of a couple new spots where you can get like energy tanks and missile tanks and power bomb tanks and all that other jazz that I didn't even know about in previous times playing Metroid Fusion. So it's always fun to have like a console at hand, especially with the Virtual Console. Baby.
Honestly, I'd say that the Wii U is one of Nintendo's more, I don't want to say powerful because that's not the right word, but one of their more promising consoles, as weird as that sounds, because everybody hated on it and said, oh, there's a garbage, their game library is really bad, and yes, it is, but if you're in the modding community, it is so simple to mod. It is one of the most simple consoles of all time to mod, and once you mod it, you can get free WADs, which are, I think it's a WAD format, which are basically just free Wii U games. You can get regioned games, so whatever Japanese or PAL games on a NTSC console, which are awesome. And you can get any virtual console game. It's just one of the best overall consoles for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I like the Switch.
Oh yeah, no, I like the Switch as well. It's got a lot of potential. It's just Nintendo's been sadly shooting themselves in the foot. Every single time I've gone into GameStop to
Weren't
see
they
if
gonna
they
get like sued or something? But like that's BS.
I don't know. Anyways, like I was saying, every single time I've gone into GameStop to see if they have any Switch consoles, they've literally had no consoles available.
Oh yeah, I don't know how.
Like,
there was
oh my god. And I literally like the lead manager was in the GameStop one time, and him and I had a chat about it. And it's just like, why the hell do you guys always just run out? And they're like, yo, dude, it's serious. To be completely fair with you, we have maybe gotten 50 consoles
It's
out of the
supply and
entirety
demand.
of this year.
Wow.
Nintendo is horrible at it. They've always been notorious for it. That's why
Yeah,
amiibos
they're
are
like,
so
"Oh,
rare.
we don't care. Amiibos? Huh, lol. We're not gonna release those.
Well, I mean, like, to be fair, like, the game development market is probably one of their lowest grossing markets. So they don't have a reason to give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta remember, this is the same company that has their foot in insurance. Like, this is a company that used to do trading cards back in the early 1900s.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh
they
my
still do
God.
trading cards.
Yeah, no, this company's been around for, like, almost 200 years. No, it's been around for over 200 years.
It's weird to think that Pokemon cards are still a thing.
No,
That's not
not
made
really.
by Nintendo. It's licensed, but they're not manufactured.
Are they? Wait, what?
They're not
They're
manufactured by Nintendo. They're licensed.
They're licensed by Nintendo because the original IP is Game Freak's.
Yeah,
Ah.
Nintendo just owns. Do they own part of Game Freak or all of Game Freak?
I'm pretty sure they own all of Game Freak. I'm wanting to say Game Freak, in a sense, has become a subsidiary of Nintendo.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But, like, in by technicality, Game Freak still owns the IP because they're the ones that originally made it.
Kind of like Rare with Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they'll still slap the Rare logo on any games that they make, but it's always licensed and published by Microsoft.
Yeah, that makes
Which,
sense.
for the record, Nuts and Bolts is a horrible.
I
horrible,
own it.
Don't ever play
I
it.
own it.
Why do you own it?
Okay, I can make it even worse. It was one of the first games I think I got with my 360 when I got it, and it was a
God.
combo pack, and it was labeled under the Xbox Platinum titles, and it was both Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts and Viva Pinata in one case.
Oh my god,
Horrible
I remember
games.
that. I remember that. Remember that goddamn bundle.
I own it.
Oh.
It's not okay.
That really isn't okay. Anyways, so Sonic Mania.
Aw.
Just-
Oh yeah, new Sonic
I'm so
game
ready.
for
I
the Switch.
might get that.
Wait,
Well,
might
which
is
one,
an
which-
understatement.
Which platform are you guys gonna get it?
Well,
on?
obviously, I'm gonna get it on
I'm
the
gonna
Switch.
get it on the Sega Dreamcast.
Oh.
It would
you
actually
guys-
probably be able to run on there.
I wouldn't be too surprised. You guys know that they're releasing it for PC as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Sega
Yeah.
releases all their titles on PC. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So I think.
Wait, do
I
they have
think
Sonic
for-
Unleashed on Steam?
Honestly, I'm.
I don't know.
probably
Let me
just
see
gonna
actually.
I'm curious about that because I feel like that might actually be better.
Sonic. You said Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah, because I know that they have Generations.
get it. I
N-
played Sonic Generations.
no, it doesn't look like they have it.
Damn.
I mean, like they've got All Star Racing Transformed Adventure DX. Oh dear
Honestly,
God!
Sonic Adventure isn't that good.
I don't know why All Star Racing has overwhelmingly positive reviews. What?
I don't know.
Okay, So, what? I'm trying to remember. Sonic Mania. You said it was coming out in 2 days, right?
I think it's the 15th.
Hold on, I just looked at the podcast notes. Why does it say Jack's into shitting?
God damn
I
it.
peeked. Sorry.
That's fine.
Sorry, I gleeked on you, bro.
Because stop.
Stop. Let's not get into this right
Um,
now, boys.
I put
okay,
that
what
because I said, "Are you
Y'all-
shit?" Or you were like, "Are you shitting on me?" And I was like, "Jack's into shitting on me." So Jack's into shitting.
Ah.
He wants to get
Well-
shit on.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I've been gone. Hello.
Yeah. Oh, hey, that's kind of a surprising. Yes. Jack, do you want to talk about that, or you just want to leave that to the void for right now?
Niggy gone.
What?
Do you want to talk about why you've been gone, or you just want to kind of leave that one to the void?
Yo, people are stupid. Don't get abused, bro.
This is called common sense for a reason.
Don't get abused,
Like common
bro.
sense and critical thinking. That's something that
Bro.
has been failed to be taught in the school system.
Don't get traumatized, bro. It's not okay.
Okay.
That ain't
XD.
cool. All right. Next
Anyways,
topic. Traps.
Yeah. Oh boy, Repteal, you really want to get onto this topic now?
No.
You know what? If you
actually.
guys want to get onto this topic, I'll just mediate.
Okay. Okay, we can do this.
Okay.
So
we can do an old style, what's it called? Like a debate. So one person does their argument, the
Mhm,
other person does their argument, and then
We'll
the
have a rebuttal.
first person counters. Okay. Who wants to start?
okay. So
Traps.
okay, so Lilith Lavette. So
She's
this.
pretty.
No, wait. Boombox will go
Just
first.
shut the fuck up.
Your argument, Boombox.
Okay, so I come across this tweet from Lilith Lavette because of Repteal, and literally it's a picture of it posting a. You know what? I don't care because this is where my argument's going to start structuring up a little bit. And it's literally a tweet of, oh right, on a lighter note, and like I promised, pictures of my butt because you can't stop me. So I'm like, okay, who the hell is this Lilith Lavette person, and why the fuck is she in my Twitter feed? So I go on to this person's Twitter, scroll down, realize that this person's got a big old dong just hanging out there ever so casually.
It's not that
And
big,
I'm
bro.
like, I
Jack.
mean, like, really? Really, nigga? Traps? Have you sunk this low, my nigga? And so I, of course, at Repteal on Twitter, going like,
hold up,
I
hold
hope
up,
you.
hold up. There's a big ass niggy over here. What's the big dragon flying in the sky is green?
Oh, that's Farosh. Sorry.
Okay, anyway, continue.
I literally at Repteal retweeting this tweet saying, I hope you realize that this is a fucking trap.
And
And
I was like, yeah.
and so
Press A to pray.
what confuses me is that you're willing to say that this person is attractive despite the clear and obvious statement that the person's got a dick. I think
Mhm.
if anyone's got a dick, that's immediately gay if you're some dude getting attracted to someone that has a dick.
Damn bitch.
I mean, like, is that at least a
Josh.
fair point?
Yo, I don't know.
Yo, you don't know. This is
I
a
mean,
debate.
yeah, sure. Well, there's a big skull dude. Oh, no,
Oh
it's
my
not.
God, Jack.
Yo, I don't know. Sure, why not?
So, by your statement,
Yeah.
you're objectively admitting to being gay.
No, dude. Saw, dude.
Okay,
Oh
Boombox,
my
that's
God.
enough time for your argument. Jack, what is your argument?
She's pretty. And she's nice.
That literally
is that
like
it?
holds no water.
Yeah.
Okay, Boombox, your counter to that. So she's pretty and
Where's
Nice.
the evidence of this? How like you're
Okay, she's
doing something that is objectively biased. Like your statement like even I said this on Twitter, says she's attractive, has a fucking dick. Dude, are you missing something?
No.
And you're like you're
What if I
saying
think the
like
dick
it's
is
an
hot?
it's an attractive dick. Okay, that right there is a red flag. And then
So?
I of course only had to reply with, dude, sad. And then Pringle Beans, oh my god, Pringle is a legend. I hope he is listening to this because I want him to know that he's a legend.
I'll have you know Lilith was on my side and she thought you were being mean too.
I'm being mean? No, I'm being realistic, okay? I have no idea. I don't care if a person's gay or not. I really don't. If you're gay, that's fine.
Yo, I don't care if you gay.
But
shit,
like
admit
you're
it.
you're also like throughout this entire Twitter interaction, I'm saying it's like, dude, person's got a dick that's kind of gay, and you're like, yeah, I know, but I don't care. She's attractive. Sorry to say, my dude, but that's the exact definition of homosexuality. Is that you're
Yeah.
into a person that has the same phallic object as yourself.
can I
And,
add
like-
in something to this?
Yeah.
So, what
You could
if...
add in something that would be really funny and obvious.
What?
You could
No,
add
like
something
let him
that's-
let him speak. Let him speak. I want to hear it.
Alright.
So what if this human being looks attractive in the facial structure and body, minus the genitalia? What if
What
we're
if he
throwing
said the
out
dick was hot,
genitalia?
too?
Then
Okay.
is it still objectively gay if somebody looks attractive?
Well, even then, that's a biased statement. That's implying that everyone would agree on that solely. Like, to be fair,
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying the dick was hot, though.
Okay, then yeah, that's
That's-
kind of gay.
Okay, yeah,
Jack,
then
I think
shut
you're
up.
gay.
Oh, wait, hold on.
You can't say a dick is hot
To
and
be
say
fair,
you're not
to be-
gay.
Nah, actually, I'm not gonna say that. That's too much.
To be fair, what? Just say it. I don't care.
No, there's something else, but nah, it's fine.
What?
Nah.
like
Speak.
even if you ignored the
Yo, but,
whole
like-
genitalia, it's like a meh maybe. Like, I wouldn't even come like close to that. To be fair, like,
That's all objective.
yeah. And like Pringle Beans, he's saying on Twitter, this is quite funny, but if Jack's into the whole I like traps but I'm not gay denial
No,
shit,
I
then
didn't say
gay.
that. I just said I like traps, dude.
No, that's pretty much what he summarized.
Well, no, I didn't say I like traps. I said that one's cool.
Like, okay, you're still not getting it though. That he's summarizing what you've essentially said throughout this entire interaction. And you reply with, bitch, I didn't say anything about that. But you're like, her, yes, and she is a trap, but you are not gay. I like traps, but I'm not gay. Works out. And this is why Pringle is a legend, because he can take any argument and just convert it into a traps is gay scenario.
Yo, I don't know.
Like, are you
have to
seeing
find Linus Tech Tips.
kind of all of this
Jack,
kind
are
of
you
panning
questioning
out now?
yourself?
Linus Tech Tips, yeah.
It's okay if
Oh,
you're unsure,
right,
buddy.
also-
I don't
Well-
actually know who Linus Tech Tips.
Here to support you.
Also, yes, for the record,
No, she also no, but she DM'd me and she was like, "It's okay, you can like who you want." I'm like, "Thank you."
like that's fine. I'm just wanting to make sure that you get it,
Yeah, bro.
that you get exactly what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, bro. Hey.
Okay. And
Okay.
also, for the record, for people who follow me on Twitter, if you guys didn't actually
No one.
realize it, I lost a deal with Prangle Beans, and so now my Twitter AV is Linus Sebastian from Linus Tech Tips.
I was wondering what that was about.
Yeah. No, literally, like Prangle
I thought it
Beans,
was
like
David
helping.
Tennant until I looked at it closer.
He's literally like helping
Yo,
to get
David
out.
Tennant, honestly though, can we all be real here? David Tennant is like the hottest person alive.
What?
David
What?
Tennant's really hot.
Nah.
David Tennant's hot, Preston.
No.
Oh, okay.
I could think
I
of
just
many
was trying.
others.
So essentially, Prangle asked me over Discord how many retweets it would take for me to have to set my Twitter AV to Linus Sebastian. I told him 20. He said deal, and then he even heightened the deal even more. That if I got what was it, like 50 followers or something like that. Where is it? Where is it?
You only have 50
No, hang on.
followers?
Or no, if he agreed to a month if it gets 50 retweets, keep fucking going.
Okay.
So, there you go. If that somehow reaches 50 retweets, then yeah, my Twitter AV will be Linus Sebastian from
Boombox,
Linus
there's
Tech
not
Tips.
going to be half as many of those views on this, let alone retweet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, there's already 25 retweets on it, so he's like halfway there.
Why? Who retweeted it?
Do you want me to go into that tweet?
No. We have lots of topics.
And we've got plenty of time.
I mean, we're at 35 minutes right now.
Yeah.
Both of those.
Okay. Let me remove a couple. So,
Usually
is,
the ones we've already talked about.
I'm slowly trying to get all of these
Don't remove
removed.
topics we haven't talked about.
So, I'm assuming we can finally scratch off the trap/trans bullshit.
True.
I mean, is it okay if you're gay though and you like traps?
Like,
Yo, but like,
That's the real question.
if you're
Yeah,
like
but,
if you're
I like
into
pussy,
traps,
though.
the definition of a trap is essentially a person who falsifies their own gender to bait someone.
Now I'm
Yo, but,
wondering
like,
what Fetty
well, no,
Wap's
she doesn't
Trap
try to
Queen
bait
song is
people.
about.
She doesn't bait people.
Well,
kidding.
it's baiting. You don't even have to like try to physically bait someone into it. You can just
She
do
just
it
has,
by
like,
your
a
own.
worm on her penis.
No. Oh. Okay.
Just
Let's move on. So moving on from that cancer, Stephen Carl has now beaten cancer for the second
Oh, yeah,
time.
that's cool. For the second time?
He is
Yeah.
number one. Hey.
Yeah. No, he's
He
had
is
cancer
number one,
twice
dude.
now.
The man is a legend.
You know how like most like popular cancer survivors have like their slogan for do you know what I mean? They'll be like, "Oh, I'm keeping it real, right?" or whatever, like, you know, that
No.
bullshit like positive
No.
motivating thing.
What cancer
Fight for me and I'll love you. Or, I don't know, like there's Delaney or whatever, and they'll have like
What?
I don't know. They'll be like they'll like sell shit and they'll be like, "Oh, yeah, fight for me because this is the right tea." Or so like they'll have like a slogan for fighting cancer. His should just be "I am number one." Hey.
Hey. Yeah.
Hey.
Just have Stephen Carl's face go like, are you a real villain to an X-ray image of a tumor, a cancerous tumor?
Yep. Do that.
Are you a real villain?
Are
And
you
just
a
have it
real tumor?
And just have it say, "We are number one, hey hey," on the back of the t-shirt. I would totally buy that. Just Stephen Carl as Robbie Rotten.
No, it's actually really surprising that he beat cancer because he was about to die. He was in like one of
Yeah, no, he was he was in terminal stages of cancer.
Then how did
at
he
that
do
point.
it? What the hell?
I don't know.
The man is a god.
Did chemo just like play
Either
out for him?
either the chemotherapy along with
Either Keemstar helped out.
well, I mean,
Keemstar,
like,
I'm a good guy, guys. Trust me, I'm
Oh, I
paying.
hate Keemstar so much on Twitter. He's being so annoying. He
He
fucking
always
don't
is.
follow him.
no, he's just being so annoying. He's like, follower account does mean skill, and it's like, no. What about? Sorry.
Bless you.
What about? What about Rice Gum? I was like, his content's pretty bad, and he's got a lot of followers. Or well, it's all objective, right? You can't be like, oh, this man has a lot of followers, good content. It's like, what about Keemstar? Anyway.
Something actually happened with Rice Gum recently that I found fairly interesting.
What?
Kinda. So, Rice Gum and FaZe and all the cancer just garbage communities actually live in a house together, if you didn't know.
Oh.
Yeah,
Rice
I'm well
Gum,
aware of that.
KSI, and multiple FaZe members live together. But,
Oh.
Okay,
I never
to be
watched Sidemen. People
to
said
be
they were
completely
really
to be
good.
completely honest, and the whole like debacle with like Sidemen, FaZe, Christian Burns, all that other bullshit. I think legitimately the only person who's actually like being a fucking full-on man about this is FaZe Banks. Yeah, sure, he's being like super.
oh, that's just
violent
how
about-
Banks is.
I think he's
Yeah.
just the only man.
I'm pretty sure he is.
No, Banks
Like,
is
the fact-
actually
the
like
fact-
kind of a lunatic, but it's great.
Rice Gum's stupid.
Well,
No,
it's like it's the
okay,
fact that it's
KSI
like
is a Lamborghini. I've never watched. I did not watch FIFA. I have no FIFA anything like. So I don't know.
So basically, what happened though is Team 10 is basically in an all-out war against.
That's so stupid.
Against
it's all
this
fake.
house.
No one. No. Okay. Let's be completely honest. It's
no,
all
it's
fake.
real. It's
no,
real.
no,
it's
it's
just very
actually
childish.
real. They're just well, not staged. It's just stupid. But anyway, so
It's childish.
what they
Like
did
I'm the same age as Jake Paul. This is stupid.
is they
No,
started
this is Team 10.
they started
No, but,
arguing over like what was it? Crap. Okay, so I think like one of them called another out. I think Rice Gum. Oh yeah, no. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Rice Gum made the stupid video on Jake Paul, and then so a couple people from Team 10 were like, "Oh, we're gonna beat up Rice Gum. We're gonna slap his little boy ass." And then Rice Gum made a video like, "Oh, bitch, come to my house," or whatever. So they came to his house. Rice Gum wasn't home, and then Rice Gum was like, "Well, if you were home, I'd actually kill you." And they actually just happened to randomly see each other in public, And they were like, I thought you were going to slap us, Rice Gum. And Rice Gum's like, dude, like, I'm not going to slap you in public. If you come to my house, I will murder you.
Okay, Rice Gum's retarded, right? But he's not fully retarded.
But then he tried to shake their hand, and then they were like, "Wow, look at this bitch trying to shake our hand." I'm like,
No.
"Oh,
Yeah,
he's trying to be respectful and shit."
No, Jake Paul, he doesn't have a common sense, is what I feel. Rice Gum at least has some common sense. He's stupid about it, and he acts like a child about it, but he's not Jake Paul. No, and then Keemstar, the gnome, he's such a gnome. He was just like
a gnomey.
Damn, man, Rice Gum's gonna come out with fire diss track on Jake Paul. It's gonna be lit. And I was like, actually, I don't think I've ever liked a single diss track.
Yeah,
ever.
no.
Ever.
This is why I'm saying FaZe Banks is probably the only man out of this entire situation, because literally everyone else is like doing these high school antics. It's like, oh, I'm gonna make a diss track on you. Oh no, I'm gonna make a diss track on you. It's like, dude, settle it like men.
Stupid.
Holy hell!
It's like they're so bad. Like it's literally just them being really bad at singing. Like you are bad content.
Speaking of which, KSI and Rice Gum made a fucking music video together.
On Sidemen,
yeah, it was a diss track. They're both garbage.
Why did they?
It's so garbage. The beat is decent. That's it. That's the most I can say for it.
But like, why are diss tracks so prominent? It's children. I assume it's children.
It has to be.
Because they're just not entertaining at all, in my opinion.
The words barely rhyme.
No, the words don't rhyme.
It's just basically
mumble
them.
Rap. It's effectively mumble rap.
Mumble rap is way better than that.
No, mumble rap is just pure garbage.
I mean, I can enjoy some mumble rap. I cannot enjoy this.
Dude.
I can not enjoy it, but it can be on, and I won't throw a fit sometimes. No, but it's children. They're like, ooh, sick. You just like, I literally went to my old SoundCloud playlist today with Georgia, and we were just looking at our old. Is that a green horse? We were just looking at my old SoundCloud, and I had a playlist with like Monster Cat, and then Legend of Zelda remixes. It was like, ooh, children.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Have you played any other Zelda game up until today?
No, Breath of the Wild is my first Zelda
Then
game.
why would you have Zelda remixes?
Gabe.
Okay.
You know what? I think what you need to do is that you need to go back and you need to start playing some of the older Zelda games, so that you can
don't play Ocarina of Time. Please don't play Ocarina of Time.
Do play Ocarina of Time, but put that very low on your list. Like, do not make that like your first game to play. If anything, I would say the first game you should play is A Link to the Past, and then like do Majora's Mask, and then do like Twilight Princess, and then
I don't have any
Wind
console
Waker.
to play it on, right? Because I would want to play it on the original console just to feel nice.
No, like you don't really need to do that. Like with Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, play them both on the Wii U.
He doesn't have a Wii U. I can.
Well, he needs to get
emulators.
He needs to get one or find a friend that has one and borrow it.
I have
honestly,
one.
Yeah.
Like for A Link to the Past, you can play that on the Wii U emulator, and I'm wanting to say that the emulations are going to end up coming to the Switch. I don't know though, so
yeah, because Nintendo's doing their online service, which I think is like $20 or $30 a year, which is actually kind of nice. But you get their online service, kind of like how Microsoft and PlayStation or Sony have theirs.
Mad.
But
it's $20 to $30 a year.
You also have
That's amazing.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
But on top of having their online services,
PS4.
You also get a retro games collection for free on the Switch.
Oh, I'm actually probably gonna buy that then.
Yeah, no, dude,
I
that's
could scramble
like
$30 a year.
$20 to $30 a year. That's legendary.
That is amazing. No, I was gonna get really mad at them, and I wasn't even gonna buy Splatoon or ARMS, but now I'm like,
yeah,
just not buy a game and you get it for 3 years, like, or 2. That's great. Honestly,
this has just been a Nintendo cocksucking episode.
Nintendo is great at making awful decisions, but making them kind of fun.
Hey, Nintendo, sponsor us, please.
Yeah, no. If anything, they'll see this, be like, "You talking about us, bitch? DMCA."
Yeah, no kidding. So, okay. So let's see. In reference to music, I'd be making some music now. I finally got myself a synthesizer.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, first things first is that I'm gonna try to make some music for the podcast and then my channel, and then I'm gonna probably actually, if I can find my niche correctly, or like the right niche or something, then I'll probably end up making an EP just to test the waters. Like I've kind of found my kind of whole note scaling. I found it because of a musician, a Russian musician back in contemporary times that has kind of a more depressing note scaling. Shit, I cannot remember the symphony that it was, but I played it once back in high school, and it was just kind of this sound that just sounded absolutely amazing, and so it's kind of stuck with me since. So,
Y'all ever
yeah.
know a restaurant where you can get a Shirley Temple?
Dude, like you can literally
IHOP?
go to just about any restaurant, and you just ask if they're able to make Shirley Temples, and in most cases, yeah, they are.
Well, no. I'm not saying that because I want a Shirley Temple. No, I'm saying because there was this one restaurant that I'm trying to remember, and they had like Shirley Temples, but it was like an actual thing. Like they had a big.
It's the most random thing. We were not talking about that at all.
No. Well, no, like the whole boombox making some music. That was kind of just like a short interjection.
That directly
That's-
correlated
Going
with
off of-
Shirley
can I go-
Temples.
Can I
Yeah.
go off of the music topic?
Yeah.
Tyler the Creator, Flower Boy is so good. I love it. It's really good.
Okay, who the hell is Flower Boy? Because
No, Tyler the Creator.
It's
new
it's the name of his
Flower
album.
Boy.
no, is he like EDM? What is he?
Oh, rap, right?
He's
Am
like
I wrong?
rap, but it's like I don't know. The message behind it's good because he's like he talks about like stupid like cars and stuff like rap stuff, and then
Mhm.
he goes and basically is just like, no, I don't want that, and I don't know.
So you mean
Um,
Logic?
No, I don't think I've ever listened to Logic. Anyway,
I love Logic.
Mikasakis. I don't know how to say his name.
Oh.
Good YouTuber. Watch his video on it. He says it well. He says like and explains it well. And if you listen to it, it's really good. I like most of the songs on it.
Okay. I'll
Yeah, you
probably
should
have to
listen
check
to
that out then.
Yeah.
I literally haven't heard
'Cause, like,
jack shit about this person until
I usually
now.
don't,
Really?
listen to
That's
rap.
surprising.
Yeah.
but
But yeah, no, like
I like Eminem.
like I was saying, if I can get all the other projects needed done, and I have a niche for what kind of music I'm gonna create, most likely I'll probably end up creating an EP just to test the water, see how people like.
It's cool.
Like-
Yeah, it'd be cool to mess around and attempt music.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, like the one issue for me is that I had 5 years of classical training, so like music theory
yeah.
is still something I'm trying to get a firm grasp on. Like I played viola for 5 years total,
Damn.
and so yeah.
Wow, I played the saxophone for half a year.
I did violin for 1 year, so I have a basic understanding.
Yeah.
I quit actually, I didn't quit. I just did not
Oh,
go to practice.
Oh my God! I just remembered. So, if you guys ever get the opportunity to listen to it, look up the Shostakovich Quartet No. 8. That was what I was thinking of. Oh my God!
Okay.
I'll actually put it in. It's the,
Celestia Vega's camera now.
Is she?
yeah. What is that whole deal?
Well, I think she actually did do a porn shoot, but I don't think it got released. Like, I looked for it just to see, like, oh, hey, that was the thing, and I could not find it anywhere. I
Yeah.
could not find it anywhere. But I remember her posting on Snapchat or something, her shoot, or yeah, like, the actual thing. She did it with some other girl. I don't know, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Anyway, she now goes on My Free Cams, which is what Claire Baby Legs uses. I believe she actually shows things unlike Claire Baby Legs, who just teases. So that's the thing. It was her birthday today. Might have been yesterday. I don't know. Happy birthday, Celestia. You were nice at VidCon. Oh yeah, I went to VidCon. Did I? I wasn't even in a podcast since then.
Yeah, like
Wow.
dude, you've literally
I
been
can
gone
talk
for
about
like
so much stuff. I went to VidCon. I met a bunch of people. I'm out to sell them.
Yeah,
All the
didn't you
boys.
meet like fucking wild Spartans
Yeah.
as well?
He met
They're
his father.
huge,
You're right.
No, they're actually huge. Wild Spartans, Chubbs, all of them. Leon Lush, they're huge. Bunty, they're massive.
I just
But,
realized something.
What?
Jack, you're retarded.
Oh.
You could have gotten at least one of them on the podcast.
So
I probably, I don't know.
so.
We'll probably, I don't know. I want to get Bung on. He'd be cool to talk to. He's
Oh.
a cool boy.
Oh. So
No,
yeah.
but,
Okay.
Celestia Vega's really nice. Like she's so nice, and you just feel bad. I talked to Young Crip about that. He's like, I can't jerk my dick to Celestia Vega anymore because she's so nice. And I was like, oh, okay.
What is this? What is this craziness? Oh.
So,
So,
Boombox,
yo.
one of our topics. Are you a homosexual? Oh.
Oh, by the way, I
Jesus
found
fucking
honey.
Christ. Where's your evidence that would imply that I might be a homosexual? Because I can
think
say
you
right
are
now.
a closet homosexual. You are saying that traps are gross, but you say it so frequently that
No.
you might just like traps, in which
You might
you're
just
saying
think
are
traps
gay.
nice
So
and
maybe
cute.
you are gay.
Dude, you want
Maybe
me?
you
You
are
want me to
gay.
just? Do you want me to go ahead and clear the statement on that?
I
'Cause I can be
actually
very-
want you to
I can
go watch some gay porn, jerk your penis off to it, for
No,
about
actually
2
do that.
hours, and see how many times
Oh,
you
that's
punch.
not
Go and
okay.
watch- no, I'm not kidding. Go and watch gay porn and see if you get an erection.
Uh,
Because I've done before, and it's a magical experience.
Jack.
no,
That's not something you share.
dude, that's
anyone.
not something you should be sharing quite openly.
No, like, genuinely.
And I will clear the statement, but I will be very vulgar about it, and I will most likely get some backlash on this. I do not take kindly to faggots.
Oh, well
That's
then.
Homophobia.
Well, it's like, okay, I don't give a shit if a person's gay or not, because a person's a person. They can do their own like little deal,
Their own
whatever.
gay shit, gotcha.
But
Yeah, penis.
the moment
Gay
they
penis.
start pushing it onto me, or they start implying that I might be gay as well, I'm like, no, I do
Oh,
not
you're
take
gay.
kindly to that shit. So fuck off with your gay shit.
So you're saying you want to dog
So
with me?
if I was to say that I am a raging homosexual, and I was to say I want your adult penis, and I was to say I'll get you you're worth getting arrested for, you would say no.
I would firmly say no, and I would say that if you ask that question again, I
So
will
you're
lynch
saying
you.
that you would firmly press against Jack.
Firmly grasp it.
You'd
Preston,
firmly
do you want me-
grasp that topic.
Preston, do you want me to come to your house?
I
lynch
want you to come in my house, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm very sorry.
If we're now using house as a code word.
This is not okay.
12-year-old humor, boys.
Okay, moving on from subjects, because this is just gonna be a subject that's just gonna circle around forever because you two are fucking retarded as shit.
And gay.
Martin Shkreli now found guilty of securities fraud.
Who's Martin Shkreli?
Dude, he's
Basically,
pharma, bro. He's the guy that jacked up the prices of Daraprim like 800%.
yeah, the guy who was like, hey, this $1 pill is now $100. Fuck you, AIDS
good,
people.
Good. I hope he dies. I actually hope he dies.
See, I've actually talked to Martin Shkreli a couple times. He's super chill.
Wait,
Like, no,
what?
what? Yeah.
How?
Like there was a couple times when I was watching some of his streams
He's
where
chill,
like
but
him
he's
and
a
I
sociopath.
have just like had random chats in his Discord, and it's
Wait.
actually he's remarkably
He has
calm.
a Discord.
I have
Yeah.
I have a
Can he die,
conspiracy
please?
theory.
He
What?
should die.
Is he Zaptai's father? Thanking emoji.
What? Because he's a sociopath.
So, he's been found on 3 of 8 counts of securities fraud, and as it stands right now, he could be
As
facing.
it stands.
It could be he could be facing up to 20 years in prison, but most
Good.
likely he will not be facing a full 20 years. But of
No, I
course
think
he will
it's
not
0
be
to
getting
6
off.
months actually.
I wouldn't be too surprised if he got 0 to 6 months and then like 15 years of probation.
No, I think
Like
it's something along the lines of that right now.
Yeah, like
know, I hope
he's
he dies.
he's gonna
I
get
hope
let
he
off
dies
pretty
in prison.
easy.
I
Like
hope he
you
gets raped in
should
prison and
watch.
gets AIDS. I actually hope he gets raped in prison and gets AIDS. 'Cause
He
that
can
would
cure
be-
it, Jack. He owns the company.
Dude,
that
I
helps
hope-
with
I hope
AIDS.
his company fails. Everyone who gets AIDS dies. And
Okay.
he dies too.
Repteal. I would advise you to go watch the H3 podcast on which they have, I'm wanting to say, Jesse Wellens and Martin Shkreli on.
Yeah, I didn't. Oh, they had Martin Shkreli on?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
they
was
did
at
a
the
phone
end.
interview with Martin Shkreli.
They were all drunk and or high.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, but didn't H3 make a video on Martin Shkreli before?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Like, the thing is that, you know, I think Martin Shkreli tries to masquerade a lot of
He's
how
the
he
guy
feels.
That looks like Seer kinda, right?
Yeah.
I think I would
Looks
yeah.
like a
Like he is arrogant. I will give people that, but he's not. I think he does that just to try to masquerade.
I actually hope he dies. I have AIDS.
Good. But
Because I'm
like,
gay.
and like I try to give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. You could say I know that like jacking up the prices of Daraprim 800%. That's scummy no matter what. But like,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what a sociopath would do. It's a smart idea.
no,
only
dude,
for
it's
him.
a business move.
Exactly.
It's a
Those
business
ways.
move, dude.
Exactly why.
The medicine industry is a giant business. It's a giant privatized business. It's not a government business. There is no government relations within that. They have to obey the FDA. That's about it.
No, I know. Trust me. I know. Like I said, it's a smart move for him, not for anyone else.
Yeah.
Ergo, it would be a sociopathic move, very much.
No, dude. Like, I don't think you quite fully get how to. You know what? Here, let me just say it simply. I think you need to spend a little bit of time in business before you can go making that statement. Because, like, I know, I get why he did that. He did it. He even said it pretty openly as to why he made the move. Like, he was pretty detailed about it.
Why he did.
It's not that he wanted to make more money, Repteal. It's the fact that he was trying to save a company that was essentially losing money with every single pill they were making.
He also made money.
Yeah, and dude, when you're turning a profit, you're gonna make money no matter what.
Let's just make
But
the pills
it's
or
trying to keep a company afloat.
something. I am a Pillsbury Doughboy.
So moving on from that, as we try to get through. Yeah, let's talk about Hodosam's quote unquote.
Yeah,
bullshit.
he's playing freaking PUBG right now rather than on here or being on here.
PUBG.
Well, he's playing
It's really
PUBG with a quote unquote IRL friend, so he could be doing that rather than this. But whatever.
Well, no, he's playing it with someone he hasn't seen since high school. I don't know. He can do whatever. I just want to talk to him about transgender studies.
Talk about how I'm now Hodosam's permanent replacement.
No,
Nope.
you're not.
Yes,
so,
I am.
Okay, let me make this clear. So we have been considering on bringing a couple rotating hosts on that will rotate like every other episode or something like that.
Another Jack.
Well, essentially, or in order to fill the spot
no,
of
no,
people like
literally
me
another
or
Jack.
Hodo whenever we're not
No, no.
around.
Not kidding. It's another Jack. The man's name is Jack, I'm pretty sure.
Like, so, yeah, no, I'm wanting to say. So Hodosam's got has got his option open. We still have yet to kind of resolve it, and I've actually had a talk with Preston about it because he was kind of an original host of the CC
Well,
podcast
yeah,
when that
as
was
long
still a
as
thing.
Preston doesn't change to Ubuntu.
Yeah, but
Oh, I made that mistake 3 times and died 3 times. For this.
Oh, so essentially we will be we're going to be kind of looking into it a little bit more, seeing what we can do, but most likely we will bring Preston on as a rotating host, and we'll probably bring Jack on as a rotating host depending on how things pan out. Hodo, Sam, Jack, and I have still yet to talk, sit down and have a full discussion about this so that we can actually, you know.
Speaking of Preston, what music have you been making with DJ Pairs lately?
All of them fire jams such as Sandwich Man, Don't Touch Me, I'm Gay No
Are these
Homo.
actual oh, okay. I was like,
Oh.
are those actually songs that you
Oh no,
make?
I do actually have a legit band with songs that are in production.
Oh shit.
And those are some of the titles.
Oh.
Get the cool.
Yeah.
That's his band.
Oh shit.
No,
No.
but
I have Cheese Nips and Freeze Nips. That's one song.
oh.
What is this, like a rock band or whatever? Or is this
It's a
just like...
parody band.
It's a
Oh,
rock
okay.
band, and we're going to be only using rock band.
Instruments, yeah. That's the whole preface.
That
we're-
beautiful.
That would be
I would
great.
spend thousands of dollars to watch this live.
I'm gonna die. I died.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
doing it
good.
on Rock Band Live, so it works.
Oh. Hey. Okay. So let's get on to this final topic so we can shoot the shit on whatever and then slowly close this.
Oh, this is
podcast.
most definitely the ending topic. And by the way, I meant for this to be an end, and there's no way of smoothly ending this, okay? If we're
Oh,
gonna end
Jesus.
this way, then it's going to end as abruptly as possible. So are you sure you want to go this route?
Let's do it. Just fuck it.
Okay, we'll say your goodbyes then.
Well, I will still close it out in some way, shape, or form. Let's just get on with this topic. Please
Okay,
stop
so,
fucking around.
you know, voice acting is something that's been near and dear to my heart, especially for the last couple of years, and everybody, you know, always tells me how great of a voice actor I am and that I should do some, you know, Japanese films as a voice actor.
Why did you have to do that?
And I don't think you guys realize how awesome my voice acting skills are, and honestly, I should be in the business right now, as is. So I just wanted to say thank you, I'm Preston. I love this podcast so much, and you should kick Hodo and Boombox and Jack and everybody out of here and just have it be my podcast, because, you know, I want to be on here. And I'm ending my
I know
recording.
that man in real life.
Okay. Well, since no
Anyway.
one else wants to continue this podcast, then I will go ahead and close out this episode of the Ending Podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching, being here with us, and putting up with these two's gays shits, if you will. My name is Boombox. This was Repteal and Preston. And, well, you know where to find all of our social medias. And,
Repteal on
well,
Twitter,
we will
Repteal on YouTube.
we will see you in the next episode of the Ending Podcast. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a good night. Please die.
Zooey Mama, well, that was a great episode.